we do have time only for one question here, so because he has to go back to judging. But if I want to ask for myself, like literally, as a kid who was dancing, get inspired by people like you, Latin people, no more no less, you know, what steps constitute a successful career, really?
I would suggest that they would seek out really good coaches, but not too many. I mean, myself, I did quite a few different coaches, and then I had to narrow it down to basically find the ones that work for me. So I would suggest that that would be what they would pursue the most in looking for people that they can connect with, that really has a vision for them, and that they're able to express their vision, and they can work together and develop something wonderful.
What about, I hear that young couples are struggling to practice by themselves. They are like the crowd. And I hear all the time, oh, we are by ourselves. When you were dancing in your time, how often did you practice literally alone? And how important that is?
Yeah, I came from a ballet background, so I was very much involved in dancing on my own and experiencing my movement, the timing, everything on my own. And so I carried that over into the ballroom world. And at first, when I would do that, my coaches were a bit surprised that I was dancing by myself. But I felt that that's the one way that I could really gain an insight in my own quality of movement.
You're talking about by yourself as a dancer or by yourself as a couple?
By myself. I would go in like an hour before, hour and a half, and just practice my routines on my own. I would put music on, do the entire routine. Sam would come in, he was one of my main coaches, and he was like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm practicing my routines." So I was very comfortable with that. So I would encourage that. I think it's a unique...
As a couple, by yourself, like, do you need to seek like the group to practice with, or did you enjoy actually, or it's beneficial to do, like to be by yourself?
That's something that I didn't really understand, because I was practicing with my partner on our own in the studio and other couples around. But then when we went to England and we went to Simley, all that, it was amazing. And so we really entrenched ourselves in that during that time. But then, of course, when we came back, we were back in the studio by ourselves. But I loved it with all the other couples. Inspiration, looking at the girls, looking at the guys, being so inspired.
That's awesome. Okay, thank you for your insights. I know he has to go run. That's all time we have. We're going to be back. Thank you.